Hi, I'm Bill Woodard. Welcome to the November edition of the Chamber Corner. Folks, we got a wonderful show for you today. I want to tell you about some things that are going to be coming up here this month. If you hurry, November the 7th, because that's going to be quick here at Riverview Regional Medical Center, Italian dinner benefit for Emmanuel House. Boy, that was a mouthful. And it's 11:30 to 1, and it's $5 a lunch plate. And I know they have good food in that cafeteria up there. And that's November the 7th, Riverview Regional Medical Center, Italian dinner benefit for Emmanuel House. Then we've got Shop Local Saturday on November the 25th. That's right after Thanksgiving. And you can come downtown. Stores will be open, and they'd love to have you come by. And we got some wonderful shops in Carthage and in Gordonsville. So if you get a chance to do that. The Christmas parades. Carthage is Sunday, November the 26th. And then Santa will be at the courthouse. I happen to know there'll be music before the parade, and the community band is going to play after the parade. So Saturday, November the 26th, there's going to be big stuff happening there at the courthouse. And in Gordonsville, Saturday, December the 2nd, is their Christmas parade. So we hope you'll attend those events and support them. Also like to talk about, we had our chamber annual dinner this time, and we awarded some community awards to folks that, well, are just outstanding citizens in our community and people that contributed a lot. And we gave the Leadership Award, which we have a leadership program here in the county, and it was awarded to Mr. Tom White. And leadership is a wonderful program, and if you don't know about it, call us at the chamber, let us explain it to you. You can go through leadership and learn stuff about Smith County that you didn't know. We gave the John Carson Maggart Business Leader Award to Todd and Angela Skurlock, the owners of the Saveway. They do a lot for this community, and we appreciate Todd and Angela and what they do. The Woman Business Leader Award went to, it was split this year with Miss Susan Solomini and Miss Virginia Alexander of Rockabilly Coffee here on Main Street. Wonderful business, and they deserved that award. They did some amazing things to get that business going this year, and they showed leadership in all of that. The Community Service Award went to Miss Erica Ebel. Erica is involved in several committees here in the county, and she's also a county commissioner, and she does what she can here to make things better, and we appreciate what you do, Erica. Our Industrial Leadership Award went to Miss Nancy Cottrell. Nancy is on the Emmanuel House Board, and she runs the plant over there at Tahoe. But she is also involved in our community. Even though she lives out of the community, she's involved deeply in what goes on around here. And so we felt, and the Chamber Board felt that the Industrial Leadership Award should go to Miss Nancy Cottrell. And this year our memorial awards went to 3 people that were stellar and pillars of our community. And that was Mr. Albert McCall, Mr. Mike Shoulders, and Mr. James Clemens. I personally knew each one of these gentlemen, and I can tell you they were wonderful people, and they really added to this community because of their presence here. We have a lot of the things that we have today, and so we just wanted to put their name on the plaque and in a small way thank them for what they've done. And now we'd like to segue to our chamber annual dinner, where our county mayor, Jeff Mason, made the State of the County address.
It's always an honor and a privilege to address you and give you a state of the county. As I was discussing with a small business owner this morning in a meeting, most of you owners and managers and leaders face some type of adversity before you finish your first cup of coffee in the morning. But you are the backbone of our economy here and the reason our economic prosperity train stays on the tracks. September 1st of this year marked my 5-year anniversary of being mayor of the greatest place on earth with some of the best people on earth that live here. The past 5 years has had its struggles, hardships, and successes. But Smith County has came through those, and today it is strong. Smith County today, shortly after the pandemic, we saw a new land rush, I like to call it. Smith County became and still is a place where many people from all over have decided to make their home. And that surge caused land and home prices to skyrocket to numbers we never imagined here in our county. New building permits have set records and have been broken the next year. One of the goals I had shortly after re-election was to work hand in hand with Road Commissioner Mickey Barrett to get some financial help for our roads. Commissioner Barrett and his team have done an amazing job in tarring and chipping almost 60 miles of roads in less than 2 years. He's also been a really good steward with his state aid money by paving half of Buffalo Road. Yes, you say half, but all his money got took up in half. The governor and the legislature was able to send another $2.5 million down, so there is some more roads that will be getting paved, and we're glad of that. We also worked together to upgrade his equipment with a new oil distributor truck and a chip spreading machine. He is able to save on the amount of oil and rock he needs, which allows him to stretch his dollars further and get more done. But the job is not done. We had an engineering study done in early 23. And that study showed it would take approximately $60 million to get our roads from where they are to good, not great. We await another grant to do a study of our stormwater program. I fear that number will be quite large as well. Some would ask, why spend the money on a study? Because it is an unbiased opinion of what needs to be done and what it will cost. Then wise and sound decisions can be made by the road department and the county commission on how this will be funded. Commissioner Barrett is also trying to work off the worst roads in each district so that everybody gets to see some of the work and some of the good he's doing. One reason why Smith County is appealing to so many other folks is the fact that by year-end 24, Smith County will have fiber in front of every home in this county. DTC, North Central, and Twin Lakes have all worked to increase their coverage area. DTC will finish the Elmwood and Turkey Creek area next year, and that will complete us. We've been able to furnish DTC with some of over $500,000 of our COVID relief money to help them finish that out. We appropriated over $850,000 in COVID relief dollars to match grants for our health department where a new exam room will be added, and to local utility boards to add on to upgrade our drinking water infrastructure. I met just today about a grant that will go towards remodeling our historic courthouse if we can get it. If it's granted, we will be able to remodel the courthouse with new windows, HVAC. Part of that grant calls for a Wi-Fi cafe, for lack of a better term, where citizens and students can come in and either work from or study with access to free Wi-Fi. Also, you have to have a room for a monthly community health screening. Our 2023-24 budget passed in June. In this budget, we were able to give raises, increase our portion of insurance premium match, and increase longevity to pay to reward our longtime serving co-workers. You all know today that the marketplace is tough, and finding good employees and keeping those good employees is key. And the commission decided that was one of their focuses, and I'm proud of the work they did for that. We finished the year with over $6.7 million in the bank after the bills were paid. We have actively chased grants to redo the Kids Central Playground down here. We've not received any as of yet, but we did set money aside to redo it this year. We did have a successful fair this year and would have set a record if not for the rains that moved in on the last Saturday night. In my mind, our veterans and our farmers are some of the best of the best when it comes to our citizens. I look forward to working with adult leadership to create a new flag display on the courthouse lawn that will honor each and every branch of service in the military. Catisa Farms is in the early stages of developing a port on the Tennessee Central Economic Authority property, the old TVA property. This port will help grain farmers across the area in reducing the cost of getting grain to the market. I was proud to second the motion and vote in the affirmative to grant them that lease to get started. Also, local farmer Kyle Owens was named Sunbelt Farmer of the Year for Tennessee. We offer him a congratulations. Today, Smith County is in a good, sound financial position. I know I'm not a great mayor. I've been told that numerous times this week in public and on social media. But I am a member of a great team that has worked hard every day to get us where we are today. You, as well as me, as business owners and leaders, keep our eye on the future. And there's a lot of uncertainty in our world today, and it's my prayer that we come back here next year. And in closing, I'll say, I got my pink shirt on tonight. I'm the spouse of the 1 in 8 that got breast cancer. She's my biggest fan, my biggest supporter. And you can talk bad about me, but just don't do it in front of her because it's going to be bad for you. I thank her for the job she does. She is my hero for what she's been through in the past 4 years, or past 4 months. And I just wanted to acknowledge her and thank her. And the pink, it's October, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so ladies, get your mammograms. Once again, I thank you for the jobs you do for our county. May God bless you, and may God bless Smith County.
We're here at the Smith County Heritage Museum, and of course, here a little later, you'll see the agricultural Christmas tree that's here. We've got a lot of decorations up, and one of the things that strikes me about the museum is it talks about people that have accomplished things in the past and people that were pillars of the community. Well, we got some of those people with us today. And Mr. Randall, go ahead and introduce yourself, tell them who you're with, and Brad, you do the same, okay?
All right, I'm Randall Smith. I'm the sponsor for the Smith County High School Hunting Club. It involves Smith County High School and Gordonsville. We are one team, and we are putting on a doe hunt this year, and what we do is this doe hunt is our fundraiser. But this doe hunt is also a way we serve the community. The food that we get from the harvest deer goes to those in need in the county, and that's our goal. We work with Hunters for the Hungry, and that's TWF, Tennessee Wildlife Federation, and we've provided right now at 5,000 meals over the past 2 years. We also support Brad and his program at the Corps of Engineers. We donate deer burgers for them on their hunt in December, and we both have in December. Little notes here I got. This is our 6th annual deer hunt. We're at 4,500 meals. Tickets for this fundraiser are $20, and you can find them at Safeway, Smith County Bank, Citizens Bank, Hackett Drugs, and Smith County Drugs. Even if you don't want to hunt, support these young men and women. We're doing a great thing. There's not many times you get to take a passion for the outdoors and turn it into a blessing for the community. And that's what we do with Hunters for the Hungry by providing meals for those needed. And Brad and them do the same with theirs if their hunters like to. And this is Brad Pitts with the Corps of Engineers.
Thank you. My name is Brad Potts. I'm a conservation biologist with the Corps of Engineers at Cordell Hull Lake. And like Randall was just explaining, we have our Defeated Creek Youth Hunt every year. It's usually held on the first weekend in December. This program started because Defeated Creek Recreation Area Campground is closed off to hunting for safety purposes, and just the general area, the habitat. It's been great for wildlife, specifically white-tailed deer, and they have overpopulated in there. I'm sure if you visit the campground or visit the rec area, you see plenty of them. You see deer standing on the side of the road. So we thought it'd be a great idea, kind of a win-win situation to open it up for youth hunters to come and hunt, and it also helps us kind of keep the population in check. It's a great thing. It's a great opportunity. I'm learning just how many people have been involved with this over the years, and kids that have turned into adults that still contribute and want to help and donate their time or money or whatever it is to come and just be a part of this event. It's good memories. It teaches kids value of hunting, conservation, and helps us in our management efforts. So we're really proud to do this. It's something we look forward to every year, and like I said, it's the first weekend in December. We usually open it up for a month, taking applications. Then we do a draw, and we have everybody come in for a pre-hunt meeting to go over safety rules and regulations. And then we give a certain amount of time, usually around the week of Thanksgiving, to scout and to get ready for that hunt. Now, something important that I think everybody should know: if you have a child, know somebody who wants to hunt and doesn't have a mentor, an adult to take them, there's plenty of volunteers and people that would love to do that for them. So always remember, if that's a concern of yours, that we can definitely help you out there.
Okay, and so it sounds like you guys got all the bases covered. So if somebody wants to hunt and they're a youth, and what is youth considered? 18 and under?
16 and under.
16 and under. If you're 16 and under and you want to hunt a deer this year, one way or another, you can hunt one with those guys. And with you, it's all ages.
It's all ages.
All right.
And another thing, and I know you was going to ask, you can call Smith County High School or Gordonsville High School, and we will sell tickets there. Another thing, hunters always say, do I have to donate my deer? No. You can keep your harvest. But if you want to serve the people in this community that need help, you can donate the deer and we turn it in. So it's up to you. But look, we give away a cash prize of $200, $150. It's a contest. It's fun, but we get to serve those in need. So please come out and support us, and also support the Corps of Engineers. You can't teach your youth enough but about nature, because it's given to us by the good man upstairs, and he tells us to serve and help others. So come help us serve others. Thank you.
Okay, and that's the Big Doe Hunt, and it's December the 16th, and yours is December the 2nd and 3rd. So folks, support this, and if you got any questions, you can call the two high schools, you can call the Corps of Engineers, or you can call us at the chamber. Once again, we're still here at the Smith County Heritage Museum, and if you'll look around, right now we're in front of the Veterans Tree, and this is the Veterans section of the museum, and it's got memorabilia from all the wars that we've been involved in, even up to, I think, the last Desert Storm and maybe some conflicts that we've been in. But if you want to learn about our veterans and what the service Smith County veterans have done, this is a good place to start looking. Got a gentleman here with me. David, why don't you tell them who you are and who you with?
Hi, my name is David Agee. I'm with the American Legion Post 57 here in Carthage. And we have our Legion Hall up here on the square right across from the old courthouse. It's open to all veterans, and we enjoy to have the veterans in and talk to us, and come join our Legion. We'd like to have new members.
Well, yeah, I know you got a great bunch of guys up there. They help out a lot in the community, and I see them out all the time. And if you're looking, you'll find these guys out doing stuff in the community. Now, David, we're going to talk about the Veterans Parade. Is that right? When is that?
Okay. Well, first of all, November, the first part of November is a busy time for us. This Friday and Saturday will be our Poppy Drive. We have 4 locations. We got 2 in Gordonsville at the Key Stop and the Mexican restaurant El Corral up on the hill. Here in Carthage, we've got the Walmart and the supermarket out at Todd's.
Okay.
And we'll be taking donations. Come and talk to us. Get a little history about what the poppy means to the Legion and to the military. After that, the following weekend on Saturday, we're having our Veterans Day Parade this year. Normally it's on Sunday, but we've moved it to Saturday since Saturday is the 11th and Veterans Day.
Right, okay.
The parade itself will line up at about 1:30 out at Carmack Street, and we'll start the parade at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and take it all the way down to the courthouse. Once we get to the courthouse, we will have a ceremony and a speech by Mr. Scott Penfield, who's Captain USNR, and that'll be around 2:30. Following that, we'll get all the veterans up on the courthouse take a picture for our annual Christmas card.
Okay, good.
So,
Well, that sounds like a good turn of events. And Captain Penfield is a local. He lives here in Carthage, and I think he's deeply involved with the Scouts and several other things around here.
very involved with the Scouts.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Okay. Anything else you want to talk about or tell us about?
Well, that's about it. Like I say, come on out. It's open to all veterans. You can get a ride on the trailer in the parade. There'll be antique cars, motorcycles. We generally have a real nice parade. Maybe we'll have some military vehicles this year.
Oh, that would be great. And I've noticed a lot of the veterans, they will ride their motorcycle, or if they've got a old car or something that they fixed up, they'll ride in that.
Yeah, there's several of us have some antique vehicles that'll be in it that are in the Legion, plus, like you say, the Justified and a couple of other motorcycle groups will be riding with us.
Okay, well, that's a good day. And that's November the 11th, which is a Saturday.
Saturday,
And it starts at 2 o'clock for
2
the
o'clock.
lineup.
the lineup starts between 1 and 1:30.
1 and 1:30,
Parade
okay.
kicks off at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, okay.
Carmack.
Well, folks, come out and honor our veterans Saturday, November the 11th, and we'll hope to see you there. And then come on down to the courthouse lawn, and we'll hear Captain Penfield, and they'll do some other recognitions and ceremonies while we're down there then.
Right.
Well, David, thank you much for coming by.
Thank you.
Still at the museum, Pam, introduce yourself, tell them who you with.
I'm Pam Billington, and I'm with the Smith County Heritage Museum.
Okay, now Pam, we're standing in front of one of the trees here that's in the
Yes.
museum on display. Which one is this? Do you know?
This is our education section, and the Holloman family wanted to put this tree up in memory of their father, Mr. Mac Holloman, who was a principal. He was my principal one year, but he was a principal in this county. And of course, some of his own children have taught in this county, but this is in his memory because I think he went to the Dean Hill School.
Oh, okay.
And we do have the door to the Dean Hill School in our section back here.
Yeah, there's a lot of those older schools there. They're
Right.
gone now, of course, but we still remember them.
That's right.
I know Lancaster, when I graduated from Lancaster, they closed the school. They just couldn't handle it
Couldn't
anymore.
handle it. That's wow.
So it's kind of funny how that. But we're here to talk about what the museum has available.
That's right.
And you're selling ornaments again this year.
That's right. Once again, we have our ornaments, and this one is called Preserving the Past. And I believe on the front of the ornament, you'll see the picture of the bridge and the ferry. And help me out.
Well, the bridge, the ferry, and the depot.
The depot is featured on that one, on the pictures of, and a man plowing.
Yeah.
Are things that are from our past here in this county. So that is the theme of the ornament this year.
Okay,
and we,
it's a very pretty ornament.
yeah,
so if you want one,
little different.
and you can pick those up here at the chamber.
They are here at the museum, or you can pick them up at the chamber. I
Right.
think you have a few down there as well.
And I believe I don't want to quote a price because I've
$10.
$10. Okay, that's what I thought.
$10.
They're $10. And then
Yes.
we got another big thing. If you're looking for a Christmas gift
That's
to give somebody,
right.
this is the third printing of the 5th edition. Or no, actually it's the first edition.
First edition, but the third printing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Well,
Or
third
fourth?
printing that we've done.
Yeah,
And
true.
I think it is the 5th printing for the total book.
Oh, okay.
But this is the Smith County Heritage Museum and Chamber project. And this is the Smith County History book, and it is exactly the same as the original.
That's right.
Has
No
the same
change.
information in it. No change
No
on that.
change
except the
except
picture.
the cover. The cover is different.
And this is a picture of the Cordell Hall
That's right.
Bridge, which is a lot of deep history there, built 1939, I believe.
I can't remember exactly.
But
yeah.
anyway, Cordell Hall Bridge is built there, and originally this really doesn't have a lot to do with it, but it was called the Carthage Bridge originally, and then of course they named it Cordell Hall after he won the Nobel Peace Prize and some of the things that happened with him. Anyway, these are available at the chamber and at the museum,
Exactly.
and they're $125.
$25
Okay.
a copy.
So if you're out there and you're thinking of what can I give this person for Christmas that has everything? Well, maybe they don't have a history book.
That's right. That's
And,
right.
we're-
And you can get them right now. They're in stock.
Yeah,
We're
they're-
not ordering them or anything. They're in stock. so-
Right, and that's one thing I might add. In time past, you needed to go ahead and get it because they get gone.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're wanting a Smith County history book, we've got them here at the museum. Is there anything else that we are needing to talk about
Well,
other than people need to come by and
They need
visit
to
the
come
museum?
by and see all the different Christmas trees that we have set up here in the museum. The Smith County Family Consumer Education Clubs have come in and set up Christmas trees in different sections of the museum. The DAR will have a Christmas tree set up, and I think the Daughters of the Confederacy will have a tree also here in the museum.
I know there's an egg tree.
Yeah, we have the egg tree.
And of course, there's a veterans tree. So there's several of them
Several
already
trees
here.
to come in and just see, for a little different time here at the museum. We're going to celebrate Christmas, and you can come here for free. There's no charge to come in, so just come by and see the trees of Christmas.
One of the few things that you can do like that. And folks,
right.
if you come in here, it is a beautiful building, and there is a lot of good history here. So, so it's a wonderful
That's
thing.
right. And we also have new T-shirts here too.
Oh, okay.
They're also called Preserving the Past, and they're very similar to the ornament, but we have them in long sleeve and short sleeve.
Well,
so-
and while we're going down that road, you've also got caps
Oh,
and
yeah,
stocking
we've still got
caps,
the-
and there's mugs.
Yeah.
There's several things that you can
yeah,
purchase
so
here
you
at the
can
museum.
do a little shopping here, between now and Christmas.
Yeah.
So come on over.
And they'll definitely be unique gifts because,
right.
As far as I know, here in the chamber is the only place you can get them.
That's right. That's the
Okay.
only place. All right.
All right,
Thank you,
well, Pam,
Bill.
Thank you.
Okay.
When you're at the Smith County Heritage Museum, you'll see a lot of displays. Right now, we're in front of the church display, and there was a lot of different churches in Smith County over the years, and you can find out some of the history of them, and this is a tree dedicated to them. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about something that's a yearly event now. It's called the Santa's Shoppers, and I believe, Chief Roberts, are you going to take off on this and tell us about Santa's Shoppers?
I can start.
All right.
In 2014, we had a young lady came by our office, and I tell this story, I guess, every year, and hope I keep doing it, that came by our office from DTC, and her name was Connie Cripps, and she said, they have a program over in DeKalb County, and something that you might want to consider. It's a Shop with a Cop or something of that nature. I can't remember exactly what theirs was called, and we started our Santa Shoppers program in 2014. And we raised or had donations. We actually didn't have to raise anything, but we had donations of $3,886. And we were able to help or accommodate 28 children that year. We thought that was awesome.
Well, yeah, it is.
Well, this is 2023 now,
Almost 10 years.
and this is 10 segments later.
Yeah.
This makes the 10th year that we've done the Santa Shoppers program. So we've gone from helping 28 children to helping last year of 256 children, some of whom are underprivileged children that would not have the Christmas that they have was it not for our contributors and our people that gave to our program.
Right.
We're pretty proud of that, and we've got such a tremendous support from Smith County and had it through the years, and we're very appreciative of that. We have our officers who work. There is all the money that we collect goes toward those children. None of our officers are paid for anything that they do. There's a lot of time, effort, work that goes into the program. Miss Beth does most of that. I'll be the first to tell you, and then the sheriff will be the second to tell you. So we want to continue that on. There's a couple of things this year that I want to really bring out and make clear. The Santa Shoppers program, we take kids to Walmart and we let them shop. Well, at the beginning, when we would do that, there were items that were purchased that were returned. And for whatever reason, and they were able to obtain money back from that. Talking about parents primarily, or guardians.
Right.
Well, a couple of years ago, we saw that and we stopped that. So if you go to Walmart and shop with a cop and a child purchases toys, clothes, food, whatever, some of those items would not be able to be returned anyway. But they mark those out now, and there's no refund for that. There's no money that can be collected. There's no returns that can be made. So all the money goes to the children now.
That's wonderful.
Well, we were glad to do that, and we're glad that we kind of fixed what we saw was not completely like we would want it. So we did fix that. And I just want to say that I personally have shopped with these kids, and some of whom all they want to do is buy for others.
Yeah.
They want to buy food, clothing, toys for their siblings, their little brothers, their little sisters, even their parents and grandparents. We have children that want to buy clothes, coats. There is no telling how many clothing items that were purchased last year through the Santa's Shoppers program. So we're very proud to be involved in that. We're thankful for all the support we have. And we're a little under this year for some reason, maybe due to the economy or different things that are happening. Our donations are not where they were this time last year. So we encourage folks, if they will, and if you want to check into that, you've got any questions about it, anything you'd like to know, feel free to come by the sheriff's office. Feel free to ask any questions you want to, call us, do whatever, or go with us. That's even better. We would love to have folks just go with us to Walmart. And contributions are made in many different ways through the chamber, of course, and that's the way we'd like to see it done, but they can be made directly to the sheriff's office, and we'll take them there, of course. But it all filters back through the Chamber of Commerce. And Billy, I tell you this every year, your support has been most gracious.
Well, thank you.
We appreciate everything that you do for
Well,
us.
we're so glad because if we didn't have programs like this, these kids wouldn't get what they get. And I'll tell you, you're dealing with a group of children that really need this.
We do. And not only that, and the sheriff will probably touch on this too in just a second, but and they build a rapport. You know, police officers get a really bum rap nowadays, and in a lot of ways, and this gives those kids a different viewpoint from police officers. And when you can go down there and you see the excitement from not only the children, but the police officers and the officers that are involved with that, it's heartwarming.
Yeah.
So we feel like we've made a difference graciously through Sheriff Hopper's permission and with dealing with this program, and we hope to continue to do that.
Well, that is a wonderful program. Sheriff, why don't you add a few words, say hi or Merry Christmas, whatever you want to do.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. And I think the chief touched on pretty much everything. But like he said, this is a partnership of everybody. We have officers from Carthage Police Department, South Carthage, Gordonsville, the Highway Patrol, TWRA, kids from high school soccer, Coach Jenkins' bunch. They always come out and help. There's so many that get involved in this, and it takes that to make it work. But like the chief said, we're a little behind this year, and that always dictates how many children we can help.
Exactly.
And I just want to ask the folks out there, if you just remember back, please, to probably the best Christmas you ever had and how you felt. That's what we strive to give these kids. And you just dig in your hearts and your wallets and try to help us help these children.
Thank you, Sheriff. Now, Beth.
Let me tell you
go
about
ahead.
Miss
I'm sorry.
Beth just for a second.
All right, go ahead.
Miss Beth spearheads this operation. And Miss Beth, she don't like a lot of credit, glory, and she doesn't like to talk a lot.
Yeah.
But the brains of
picked
the
up on that.
operation we're looking at right here as we speak, and we couldn't be more thankful to have her on board. So then you can ask her what you want.
Well, I've always heard since I was a little boy, behind every successful man there is a bright woman. And I got a feeling that that's what they're saying about you. Beth, thank you for what you do.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And we do have a lot of others help too. So I can't take all the credit. I couldn't do it without some others at the Sheriff's Department supporting us. I do want to add that we're taking registration for the children November 14th, 15th, and 16th from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Sheriff's Department. So they would just need to bring proof of income, proof of residency, custody papers, guardianship papers, and their statement of benefits, and they can come by the Sheriff's Office and apply for assistance.
Okay, and that's just the 14th, 15th, and 16th of November?
November from 4 to
Okay.
6 p.m.
All right, and then that's if you want to be involved in the festivities,
Yes,
then
if-
you've got to get in at that application
That's
at that
right,
time.
yes.
Okay. And the one thing I like, I've gotten to see it a couple of times, but you're right, seeing those kids' faces, and some years you're able to write them down in the patrol cars, and sometimes years you haven't. But I know
We're doing that this year.
you'll be
we
doing
will.
that this year. That is a thrilling thing for them to get to ride in a police car. And I think you hit a really good point. Children need to grow up realizing that that's a guy that'll help me. And that's what we've got around here. We got a bunch of guys on all these city forces and on the county force that they'll help you if you need help. So I want to say I appreciate what you folks do. Not just during Christmas, but all year.
They need to realize we're their friend.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna help them.
Yeah, and if you got a friend in that, you got a friend that'll help you. Well, folks, thank you very much, and please hear what they said. A little bit behind on the donations, so we'd like to see you step it up and give some more, and let's get every one of these kids that apply a nice Christmas. At the Smith County Heritage Museum, there are a lot of things on display, and we thought it's kind of fitting. Our FCE director from with UT Extension is here, and this is some homemaking stuff from many years ago. And I don't know, I bet you don't have any of that in your kitchen except maybe some of these spices. Is
The
that
spices, a cast iron skillet, yep, rolling pins, all kinds of good stuff.
So it's still, some of it still lasts through the years.
That's right.
Tell them who you are and who you with.
I'm Mary Draper. I'm the FCS agent with UT Extension.
Okay, and Mary, we come by today to just basically talk about and brag on the FCE clubs that you have, because they put Christmas trees up here in the museum and they look wonderful. Every one of them is really outstanding. So you might want to just give a few accolades to them.
Yes, so I really appreciate all the work that our Family and Community Education, FCE for short, clubs do in our community. We have 8 clubs around the county, and I know at least 3 of them have already put up Christmas trees. So the Grant Club has done one, and the Night Owls FCE, as well as the Carthage Club. And some of them might be putting up more, but they're definitely beautiful trees that here are displayed at the museum. So we want them to come see them.
Yeah, and I especially enjoyed looking at some of them. They put a lot of thought into them, so they really look good. Another thing I'd like to mention is if you go by the historic courthouse and you look in the flower pots on the front, the clubs take care of that, and they change that out during the seasons. Do you remember which club has this one?
Yeah, so the Elmwood Chestnut Mound Club has the fall arrangements, and then the Riddleton Club is going to do an arrangement in the winter. So they're very involved in the community. I'm proud of the work that each one of our clubs do, whether it be in their specific little area of the county or county-wide overall. So I'm really proud of them.
Yeah, well, they do a great job. Now, I don't know that she is or has been ever, but there's a lady that if you went through town, you saw some bows on the lampposts, and they looked great. Mrs. Frances McDonald, if you're watching this show, and I hope you do, I want to thank you for all that you do. She helps us decorate the town of Carthage, and she is a wonderful lady. I've got to know her better here the last year or so than I even knew her, and I knew she was a great lady before. And we want to thank Miss Frances for what she does decorating the town of Carthage, and she put every one of those bows up by herself.
That's a big job.
Yes, it was. I really appreciate that. Well, Mary, if they want to join an FCE club or they want to find out something about UT Extension, they can call 615-735
$2,900.
2900. And of course, we have a wonderful young man that went through part of y'all's program. You want to introduce him?
Yeah, so we have Gabe Harville in the Wild.
Hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of In the Wild with Gabe Harville. As November draws near, I know you all may be thinking about turkeys, but I had a recent discussion with one of my buddies and he brought up bison, and I thought that's an excellent topic to do my next episode of In the Wild over. So, without further ado, in this episode we'll be talking about the American bison. Here's a map of the native range of the American bison before settlers killed them off. And here's a map of where they stand today, less than 1% of their former range. While we're on the subject of bison and cattle, let's compare these two species. Let's begin with bison. Male bison, called bulls, weigh around a ton, which is twice as heavy as females, which weigh about 1,000 pounds. Males can reach a height of 6 feet tall, and females usually reach a height of 4 to 5 feet. Bison calves weigh about 30 to 70 pounds at birth. Compare that to cattle, and the example we'll use here is the Black Angus breed. Most Black Angus are large cattle, with bulls weighing about 1,800 pounds and cows weighing about 1,200. Also, Black Angus calves can weigh anywhere between 65 to 90 pounds at birth. It's also worth mentioning that Black Angus are polled, or without horns, and bison have short, upturned horns. The males use these in battle during the breeding season in late summer, and also as intimidation for potential adversaries like gray wolves. While bison have cattle beat in height, and cattle have bison beat in weight, ranchers have decided they want to cross these two species to get the best of both worlds. Known as beefalo, they have the natural leanness of the American bison and the excellent meat quality of domestic cattle. Bison also have thick, shaggy fur around their head, neck, and forelegs, while cattle appear to have the same length of hair all over. Bison have a prominent shoulder hump as well, while cattle's is much more subtle. I hope you all enjoyed this episode about the American bison. They are truly an interesting species to learn about, and one that's not brought up too often. Again, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you next time in the wild. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you enjoyed learning about the American bison. It's truly an interesting species to learn about, and one that's not brought up too often. Wait a minute.
We hope you enjoyed the November 2023 edition of the Chamber Corner. And if you get a chance, come by the Smith County Heritage Museum. Got a lot of great stuff in here, and I know that you'll enjoy it. And we'll see you again, I guess, in December. And remember, Santa Claus coming, so you better be good.